Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Motorcyclist killed in Manchester crash. A motorcyclist died as a result of injuries he sustained in a crash on the Downs to Alligator Pond Main Road in Manchester on Tuesday. Police and residents have so far only identified the deceased as Kiwane, a resident of Benton near the Manchester-St. Elizabeth border. Preliminary reports are that about 3:40 p.m., the motorcyclist was traveling on the main road when he crashed into a wall in the sea area. He was flung from the motorcycle upon impact and sustained several head injuries. The motorcyclist was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Wanted man escaped through window after cops raid Mobay home. The police are reporting that a massive amount of ammunition as well as such scamming documents were seized during a pre-dawn operation at the residence of a wanted man in the parish on Tuesday. The intelligence-driven operation saw members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF and the Jamaica Defence Force JDF carrying out an extensive search of the residence of Kenroy Tickaweed Roach in Bokill in the parish. While a police source shared that Roach managed to escape through a window, the JCF said Tuesday morning operation was impressive as they recovered 156 assorted ammunition rounds in a black 1-gallon paint bucket that was stashed in the bathroom inside the premises. These include 49 .44 caliber, 68 3.8 caliber, 42 8mm, and 19mm ammunition. Additionally, 27 letter-size sheets of paper and one cellular phone containing identity information were recovered during the search. Upon the arrival of the police, Roach reportedly escaped through a window. A detailed examination of his premises yielded a large haul of assorted ammunition, the well-placed source told reporters. A manhunt is underway for the Roach, who escaped, posing possible risk to the public safety. This successful operation demonstrates that continued resolve of the security forces in dismantling illegal activities and bringing perpetrators to justice, the source added. Anyone with information that can assist in the investigation is being asked to contact the Montego Bay Police at 876-953-6191, Crime Stop at 311, the NIB tip line at 811, the Police 119 number or the nearest police station. Individuals are also reminded that harboring a fugitive is a crime. Police urges citizens to desist from carrying out mob killing. Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitzbailey is urging citizens to desist from engaging in mob killings. His appeal follows the fatal trapping of 2 men alleged to be killed thieves in Watton, St. Anne. Speaking with the media, DC Pete Bailey said while he sympathized with residents in some instances, innocent people are sometimes victims of mob killings. Noting that there were at least 3 mob killings this week, he called on residents not to engage in the act.
I just want to highlight the issue of mob killing as well, which we have seen some increase since recent times. Whilst we understand that citizens can become frustrated, especially when cattle are stolen, but we want to appeal to the citizen not to take the law in their own hand. We have had instances in the past where innocent persons who were not actually involved in any act of dishonesty, but they were just in a space at the wrong time. There was an incident some years ago in St. Catherine where a taxi driver actually drove into a lane and he was actually mobbed because it was viewed by the public that he was involved in cattle stealing. A tire was placed around his neck and he was burned to death. Again, we want to appeal to the public not to take the law in their own hands. And this is adding to our murder. For the past week, we have had at least 3 of those instances. So again, we appeal to the public to demonstrate some tolerance and allow the law enforcement agencies to deal with those issues.
Man who made bomb threat in Ocherest pleads guilty. The man who was arrested in relation to the bomb threat in Ocherest, St. Anne last month has pleaded guilty. He was charged with creating public mischief and malicious communication under the Cybercrimes Act. In giving an update during a press briefing, Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson called on citizens to desist from using social media to create public mischief. He noted that the growing trend has been spreading disorder and fear among citizens.
Just recently in St. Anne, we saw where a man who subsequently claimed he was doing a bomb threat prank caused significant redeployment of government resources. Police assets from the St. Anne Division, PSTEB, K9, and Specialized Operations, as well as resources from the fire department and the military, had to be diverted to deal with the threat. Economic activities were significantly impacted as roadways and businesses were closed down to facilitate evacuation efforts, while motorists were inconvenienced. The perpetrator, who pleaded guilty, was charged with creating public mischief and malicious communication under the Cybercrimes Act. We await his sentencing. Now, whereas social media has been effectively used as a communication and engagement platform, it is increasingly becoming an enabler for ill-intentioned persons to spread misinformation and disinformation. We're witnessing a growing trend where individuals exploit social media platforms to create fear, spread chaos, and disorder.
Clark announces increased benefits on the government health scheme for pensioners. There will be a 40% increase in the full house benefit for individual subscribers in the government's Pensioners Administrative Services Only health scheme that will move the amount to $28,000 with effect from September 1, 2023. At the same time, there will also be an increase of 30% for family subscribers from $42,000 to $52,000. Finance and Public Service Minister Dr. Nigel Clark made the announcement on Tuesday during a ministerial statement in the House of Representatives. The Comprehensive Health Insurance Scheme is operated by the Government of Jamaica through the Ministry of Finance and Public Service. It provides a range of healthcare benefits to former government employees, pensioners, their spouses, and dependent children under 19 years, as well as children who are physically challenged. The scheme is managed by Sagicor Life Jamaica Limited under an administrative service only contract. Clark explained that it is a contributory self-insured scheme funded jointly by the monthly contributions of the government, which pays 80% of the monthly subscriptions, and pensioners who pay the remaining 20%. The scheme provides coverage specifically for retired central and local government workers, teachers and members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, United District Constables, nurses and retirees of some statutory bodies, Clark stated. He said that as of June 30, the number of beneficiaries under the health scheme stood at 29,268, with 11,071 individual subscribers, 9,088 family subscribers, and 9,109 dependents. The current contract with Sagicor was renewed on December 21, 2021 and expires on November 30, 2025. Benefits under the health scheme include hospital service such as surgical room and board, hospital outpatient services, and intensive care, diagnostic and overseas emergency services, which is applicable to pensioners only. It also covers doctor's visit, prescription drugs, optical, and dental. Importantly, members of the health scheme will have access to these increases in benefits without any increase in their monthly subscription, stated Clark. He noted that the norm in schemes such as these is that every time there's an increase in benefits, there's also a monthly increase in subscription rates. And the minister highlighted that based on outward assessment of this year, efforts have been made to maintain subscription costs at reasonable rates to ensure that in meeting in the 20% portion of their subscription, retirees do not have to exhaust their pension cost. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.